Antrim take on Carlow this Sunday in the All Ireland Junior Championship semi-final, and I'm delighted to be joined by Carlow's captain, Ruth Bermingham. Ruth, how are you keeping?
I'm good, thanks, Con.
Good stuff. So obviously this weekend is into the serious stuff. You've had a good start to the championship so far. Wins against Fermanagh and Derry, I understand. So how are preparations for the semi-final?
Yeah, there's great excitement in the camp. We had a good start there against Fermanagh, and then going to Derry and beating Derry. It was great. So all very positive in the camp coming into Sunday, which is good.
I understand as well you've been given captaincy just for 2022. So how's that been?
Yeah, it's been great. It was such a privilege to be asked. I was quite shocked when I was asked, and yeah, it's been great. It's been so nice. We have such a great group of girls in there. So it's been an easy role because all the girls are so great. So yeah, I'm delighted.
Yeah, I understand you're not that long with the panel, so that's probably why you were so shocked. But has it just been a case of trying to lead by example on the pitch and everything else that comes with it, or?
Yeah, so my first year in with Carlow was last year, and then so I suppose that was why it had come to me with as such a big shock. But yeah, it's leading by example and just trying to be there for the girls if there's ever anything. There's never any big issues or anything like that, but just trying to build relationships and get a positive camp and kind of just get that kind of sisterly love in the camp, because I think it's so important then when we go out onto the pitch.
So then what's been your role with that leading into the game on Sunday? Has there been a specific message you've been giving the girls alongside Ed Burke, or?
No, I think he always kind of left it up to me, but it's been just we're this year especially, we've been spending an awful lot of time together, getting kind of those after training sessions, getting those bonding sessions in. We thought it was something that was probably missing maybe some years, so we just wanted to kind of bond as much as we could after training on our days that we're not training. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been focusing on a lot this year.
Yeah, and you played Antrim at this stage last year as well, and it was a 4-point victory for them. So what do you think maybe can be changed going into the game on Sunday? What can you cut out and improve on?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were at the same stage last year, and the match was on in the same place. It was in Dunleer. And we're going back there this Sunday. Taking on the same team. So I suppose this year has been a little bit different. We have new management. They've been absolutely amazing. And starting at the beginning of this year, they told us we were going to be entering the Leinster Intermediate Championship, which we did. We feel that it has really stood to us, I suppose, playing those at a higher division and playing those big teams. We just feel like we've never been as ready as what we feel we are now, I suppose. So, I feel like going into Sunday, we're very positive. We've been doing quite well, and just sticking to our system. And if we do, we should be good to go, hopefully.
Absolutely, and in general, there's very little between the two teams, and it went into extra time last year, of course. Do you think that could be the case again? Or do you think they'll have what it takes maybe to just get over the line in the time?
I think both teams, there's not much between us. I think it will be similar to last year again. I think it will be a very tight match, and hopefully we'll have the job done in the first 60 minutes with we're hoping we will win that.
You'd have to hope so.
Yeah, absolutely.
No one needs that drama of extra time.
No, it was probably one of the hottest days of the year that day last year, and I just remember us all cramping up and 60 minutes hit and it was a draw, and we were like, do we actually have to go out and play another 20 minutes?
But
so hopefully it'll be over after 60 minutes.
And your last game was at the end of June there against London, so still fairly sharp. It's good, obviously, not to have too much of a gap between your last game.
Yeah, absolutely. We played London 2 weeks ago, and I suppose it felt like a long time. We just wanted this day to come. We wanted it to be Sunday. Last weekend, we went training and we went for a swim after, and we were all saying we just wish it was the day of the match, I suppose. But yeah, we're just lucky that there wasn't too much of a wait for the semi-final. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a 1 point loss in that game, but obviously you got through anyway on scoring differences. Is there anything notable looking back at that game that you can improve on? Obviously, just 1 point in it, fairly close. But
yeah, unfortunately, it was a 1 point loss, and I suppose we went out knowing that we had a 5 point cushion there. And I think now looking back on it, it's actually quite difficult to go into a game and knowing that you do have a little bit of a cushion there. I think there was maybe going into it, we thought there wasn't that little bit of lax in the camp, but maybe there was behind it all, and knowing that there was that cushion. So obviously now it's we're at that point that it's either
you just have to win,
or we don't. So yeah, we're hoping that that all that lax is gone now after the last match.
Yeah. So speaking of Croke Park, looking ahead to the potential final, then you've got Fermanagh and Limerick on the other side. Would you fancy yourself against either of those teams? I know you've beaten Fermanagh this year already by 4 points. So
yeah, absolutely. I think we've been speaking about it a lot, obviously, and like from the beginning of the season, of course, everyone's goal is to get to the final and to get to Croke Park, and no other Carlow team has ever got to Croke Park or got to the final, so it would mean an awful lot to us to be the first team and to get there. So yeah, and then obviously we played Fermanagh in the first round of the championship, and we played quite well, and we bet them by 4 points. We met Limerick in the league, and yeah, I suppose that will be another tough game. I don't think there's much between either teams there either, so yeah, we it'll be interesting to see the results. So,
and I suppose in one way you naturally visualize yourself getting to finals, and then at the same time, you know, managers and captains like yourself will try and point out to just take it one game at a time. So is there a balance to strike there between taking the semi-final on its own, but also, you know, you need to have that ambition that you believe you can get to the final? Yeah,
absolutely. And I think that was a big thing that Ed, when he first came in, he wanted us to believe that, you know, that because no other Carlow team, I suppose, have got there, he wanted us to believe that we could be the first team that would get there. So there is that sense of belief there within the camp. But yeah, we're always quite we have taken the attitude since the beginning, since the Leinster Championship, and since we've started the championship, that we will take one game at a time. But I suppose to have that little bit of drive and to have that little bit of push on, Croke Park would be such a big deal. So you're thinking that we're 60 minutes away from that, which is, doesn't seem like a lot. So yeah, but absolutely, we're just all focused on the semi-final for now.
Absolutely. Well, look, best of luck, Ruth. You definitely have the right mindset going into the game. So that's 1:30 p.m. At Lear Gaelic Grounds this Sunday in the TG4 All Ireland Junior Championship semi-final. Thanks, Ruth, very much for your time.
Thanks a million, Con.